Hello guys, welcome to F1 2020, arguably one of the best F1 games ever created. I thought we'd take a trip down memory lane and play some F1 2020 driver career. So here we are. We're going to be driving as Lewis Hamilton in a Mercedes rocket ship. Let's do a 25% race. Let's race on 60 difficulty. One shot qualifying, single, we're doing no practice. Actually, we'll do a single session. Alright, looks like we're heading to Australia. We're going to be driving in the Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 car, the 2020 champion winning car. This was during Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes peak era. Looks like it's raining, so we're going to be going out onto a set of wets. But it'll be interesting to see what the game's like compared to F1 2023 and newer games. Of course, this game wasn't. This game hasn't been optimized for Xbox Series X, so the graphics aren't quite as good. See what lap time we can do in this Mercedes. The front end of the car feels really different, and the cars just feel a lot bigger compared to the new generation of cars. The car just feels a lot bigger. It feels a bit like a boat. Yeah, you can really feel the weight through the corner there. Oh shit! Oh, we've been disqualified from going the wrong way. Doesn't matter, we've got enough practice. Alright, that's the end of practice, so I guess we're on to qualifying now.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
Hopefully qualifying's in the dry. I remember this is actually my first ever Formula 1 game on Xbox with a steering wheel. Previously I played on F1 2014, I think, on the Wii with the Wii joystick, but this was my first ever F1 game for Xbox with the steering wheel. Alright, we're on a set of softs to see what time we can do in this beast of a Mercedes. Oh, we're braking way too late. Decided to go with the overhead view, as that's what you guys are used to on F1 23. The car feels so different compared to the newer generation. Oh, Verstappen's ahead. as we go off. No! Well, that'd be P20 for us. P20, because we're doing one shot qualifying. Not ideal. Right, due to that colossal cock-up, we're going to be starting P20, but we should be able to make quite a few overtakes and get into the points.
And with qualifying complete...
Right, we're going to be doing a 25% race, so that'll be a one-stop. We'll start on softs and then box to mediums, I think.
With the race minutes away...
Let's check our charge strategy. Yeah, we'll do 7 laps on softs and 8 laps on mediums. Look at that straight line acceleration. Already up to... what are we at, P16? If we can finish P1 on 59 difficulty, that would be quite surprising. Showing the power of this beast. We're still getting used to the handling of the F1 2020 car. We're used to the F1 23 and kind of newer generation cars. It definitely feels like a bigger car. And it'll be interesting to see what the F1 26 cars are like. It's not long now until the first F1 26 race. Oh shit, we nearly collide. I'll see there, through that corner. I was expecting the car to turn in, but the longer wheelbase means that the car just the handling's different, you know. You expect the car to turn the ways that it just feels like I'm driving a boat. But a very fast boat. Use some ERS. There's the old Renault cars, now branded as Alpine, but back in 2020 they were branded Renault. Vettel, who's now retired, driving for Ferrari. Interesting to see all the old drivers. I'm not sure why the overhead hub is to the side, because I'm having to look to the side to check for my gear changes. Maybe I can move that to this. Can I move that to the middle? That'd be a lot more useful. Doesn't look like I can change the on the screen display. Yellow flag, no overtaking during the yellow flag. Let's use some ERS, get past Gasly, and that potato of AlphaTauri. So I'm not used to having the on display to the right, and it doesn't look like I can change it to the middle, because I rely on the on display for the upshifts and downshifts. You can just feel the extra length of the car. Up to P8. Apparently the F126 cars are not going to have the fins, so they'll look more similar to these F1 2021 Priya cars with the fin. You know what I mean? You know the fins on the wheels? Apparently the 26 cars won't have those fins like the 2022 to 2025 cars have. Right, I'm interested to see what the 26 game will be like. I know there's no F1 26 game, it's going to be F1 2025 DLC, but still be excited to see what the cars are like to drive. 3.6 seconds to science. Into the pits we go. Oh, almost got a penalty for crossing the white line. Right, we're on to a set of mediums. You know, it'll be interesting to see if this car is quicker or the 2025 McLaren. I'm pretty sure the 2020 and the 2021 Mercedes F1 car was the fastest F1 car of all time. Yeah, I've got a lot of energy, but we're expecting everyone to box sooner so we don't stay in P19. Oh, looks like everyone's pissing. We've come out just behind Stroll, who's in P15, so we're P16 for the time being, until the other cars box. Seems like we're getting the hang of this. There, we're getting to get to that there. We're getting the hang of the handling and driving of this Mercedes W1 AMG car. Teammate is in pits. Alright, Bottas. We are P15. All the other cars, the front runners are into the pit. Alright, we're up to P10. Looks like everyone's boxed. As we go low to wheel with Kvyat, Ocon. Let's use some ERS. Off into the grass again. been given a 3-second penalty for too much corner cutting. Oh man. You can just feel the weight of the car in corners, this corner here particularly. Although actually, I'm pretty sure the F1 2020 car is lighter than the 2025 cars. Oh, another thing in this game that you could do is change the fuel mix. You could change to rich mix, which will use more fuel. Because we're plus 2.4, plus 2.13 laps, so we're going to put it into rich mix, which will use more fuel. We'll check on that in a bit. Don't want to run out of fuel. Up to P8, though we've still got a 3-second penalty, so we're still P9 really. Vettel's on our tail. And across the line. P8 for Lewis Hamilton, not too bad. I mean, back in 2020, I think Hamilton would have hoped for a P1, but it's alright. Not too bad. Alright guys, if you enjoyed me playing F1 2020 in 2026, give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and if this video gets more than 100 views, then I'll be sure to make another F1 2020 video. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.